Hey there, it's Dusty with yet another story for you. This one is Am I the Astronaut for asking my friends to support me over another friend. I met Ava on a dating app 3 years ago. We dated for a month. I wasn't feeling it, so I broke it off. Later, we reconnected and became good friends. But it was always apparent that she was hoping for more. I've told her I only see her as a friend and I didn't want to lead her on by hanging out, but this wanting more has always been there under the surface. Now and then it would come up, ergo, life would be so much easier if you loved me back. That's grounds for a friendship timeout, sir. Or ma'am. Yeah, you can't, it becomes really apparent that if somebody says life would be easier if you just loved me back, that it's not the platonic friendship that you think it is. You're in denial. You're in denial. You're just stringing this person on and you're in denial about it. When I started dating my girlfriend, this became an issue, so Ava and I didn't talk much. My main group of friends, known for 10 plus years, had a falling out over this girlfriend. My girlfriend and I had a rough start and they didn't support the relationship. They also could not resist making their hatred known to my girlfriend and me. It came to a point where I didn't talk to anybody in this group for several months. My girlfriend and I broke up, so I began reconnecting with Ava and my friends. Ava revealed to me that she had reached out to my friends while we weren't talking. Ava was concerned about me, and they shared this mutual dislike of my then girlfriend. She also said one of them had invited her to a Halloween party that we would all be at. I had reservations about this, considering she's had difficulty with their feelings, but I felt that I was on shaky territory, so I figured it was best to go along with it. Yes, it felt like a very volatile situation, so I said YOLO. This Halloween party was the first time Ava met everybody and they all hit it off. We ended up hanging out a couple more times and I could see that this was something everybody wanted to make into a normal thing. Her hanging out changed the dynamic with my friends. I wasn't able to relax and be myself. Well, yeah, because your future captor is right there. I finally said something to Ava and told her we needed to stop hanging out, and her feelings made me uncomfortable. I told her she was a great friend, but I could feel she was getting the wrong impression and that now being ingrained into my friend group was making it worse. She took it terribly and said she couldn't help her feelings. I also told my best friend, who I've known the longest, about my talk with Ava, that it made me uncomfortable, that I should have stopped it a while ago, and that I wanted to say something now before she started getting invited on trips with us, and it just became permanent. He responded that she's our friend now too, and he's going to be neutral in it. Everyone will be invited and Ava and I will have to work it out. I told him if she's going to be there, I won't. To me, it's not being neutral. I told him I expected him to understand his best friend of close to 20 years and support me over someone he just met 2 months ago. He stood by his initial stance and told me I can't tell him who to be friends with. Bleh. Okay. It's different. That's different. So the question was, am I the astronaut for asking my friends to support me over another friend? Now we have the full context. What you said, NTA? I don't know if it's an NTA though. I don't know if it's an NTA because you still have to understand that, yeah, you can't ask people who to be friends and not be friends with. Now you can, what you did, I don't think you've done anything wrong here. So maybe you are NTA, but, generally asking somebody to be friends with or asking someone to not be friends with somebody you can't do, right? It's not exactly what you did. You're just like, hey, we've been friends for 20 plus years. Doesn't that have more gravity than somebody you literally just met? And your bestie's like, not really. I think you need new friends. I think that's the moral of this story. If you know that your friends stopped being your friends because you started dating somebody that they didn't like, first of all, you're probably the asshole in that situation for letting your friends just disappear and for not maintaining some kind of tether there. But that also happens when you get in relationships. Like you start doing life with this person and your time for friends does fall to the wayside. It does happen. So it's complicated, right? There's nothing easy about it, but you knowingly re-engaging with a friendship with someone who you know has feelings for you that they can't suppress or ignore or get rid of to me, that means you actively chose to lead this person on again. And that sucks. So I think I'm ESH here. The friends suck. OP, you did a couple shitty things in here too. I understand you expecting your friends to give your relationship with them more gravity than Ava. You cannot enforce that upon them. You cannot ask that of them. However, their actions and their answers here tell you a lot about your friendship with them. And I think everything's in jeopardy now. So it would be best for you to just clean slate this shit, maybe move, because I have a feeling you're going to end up in a glass box, and just get away from all of them. That might be the best move here. I do think it's an ESH. Twisted said, sounds like Ava is so obsessed with OP, she sabotaged his friend's opinion of the girlfriend. I thought that too, but then OP said that Ava admitted to reaching out when they weren't talking because she was concerned. The friends told her they had a problem with the girlfriend. I don't think they magically had that problem. I think she probably got to them first, and she caused this. Like, I'm concerned for you, OP. She's persistent. Persistence can sometimes lead to some strange places. But why would you choose to engage with that? It's like you're inviting your stalker to go bowling. Doesn't seem like a great idea. People do grow apart. Sure. But I think in this case, the friends were manipulated by Ava. That's likely. And then I think they probably have been talking this whole time. And even though they just met, Ava just met the friend group, she had hooks in them already. So she must be a really good manipulator, which is why she's so perplexed that her manipulation hasn't worked on OP yet. And she's like, I'm not giving up. I've won over your friend group. Next, your parents. And then you're in a glass box. Don't be friends with people who are obsessed over you romantically. There's the moral of the story. Come on up, Tater. Heat lamps on.
No, I just have a question.
Because
there's so many still ESHs, and I still think it's NTA, but I don't need you to change your opinion based on what I'm going to ask. But what if Ava is a persistent stalker narcissist, and she's doing all this, saying things behind OP's back to his friend group to cause a divide, because she's already got him isolated. They're already choosing her over him. And what if she's manipulating both sides of the equation, and she's got him right where she wants him? He's isolated. He's alone. He's lost his friend group, lost the girlfriend that he had. I don't know.
I'm still ESH.
I still think there's thoughts.
That's a consideration. Yeah. However, he still openly admits that he knows she has feelings for him.
I have a thought for that too.
Okay.
He said, I just went along with it because I didn't want to rock the boat. And
so he's scared of her?
No, it kind of sounds like he's a people pleaser and was already having issues with his friends and didn't want to lose his friends by trying to ice her out. And then when it became apparent that this woman is still pursuing him, even though he said, I don't have feelings for you, that's not going to happen. She then pursued the friend group because she was worried about him. I don't believe it. She feels crazy to me.
Oh,
I get crazy vibes.
I get crazy vibes too. However,
I think he master manipulated this guy.
I'm still ESH.
Yeah.
Because he's an asshole to himself for stepping further into a trap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's no, he should have done this differently. And that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
If somebody says life would be easier if you just loved me back, that's the moment you walk, right? And maybe change your phone number.
But when she's infiltrated your entire life at this point, I'm just basing this off.
You just lay down and wave the white flag, and you're like, "I'm fine, I'll love you back."
No, I think that he needs to find new friends.
Yes.
Because if his friends were willing to listen to this, someone you know for 20 years versus someone you know for 2 months, and they're willing to.
So he feels crazy at this point.
He does, because no one is seeing it from his point of view. And I get that, and that's what a person of this caliber of manipulation would do. And again, this is all theoretical. I don't know if this is true or not.
She's a mastermind.
What if she is? That's it. That's all.
What if she...